focus today will be the topic, the Webrangers Initiative, Raising Online Heroes. Welcome once again. Now, to discuss these topics, I'm Mbanan Nku. She's the Policy and Digital Engagement Officer, DC, and Chidimma Ude, a Programs Officer of DC2. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Sorry, so
sir.
I have a shout out.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Everyone, today is Swat's birthday.
Oh yeah, it is my birthday. Thank you so much, Mana. Thank you
So
so
we
much.
want to thank you, send a shout out to you. Thank you for everything you do for Nigerian Info. Thank you for everything you do for PPDC. We love and we appreciate you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that too. Okay, so let's go straight to our discussion today on the digital inclusion and safer internet. DC. That's what DC stands for, in case you're wondering. We've been hearing about your Web Ranger initiative. Can you tell us a little bit about this? Let's start with you, Mbanan.
Online safety by producing educational videos, skits, blog posts, articles, any creative and fun thing, that would be fun, because it's for young people, but will also send the message across. So the process starts at the beginning of the year, where we put out a call for proposals to these young ones, and at the end of the day, we choose the best proposal that meets our criteria, and that's basically what the initiative is about.
Okay. Now, can you tell us a little about the past Web Ranger and how she carried out her ambassadorial duties? Let me come to you, Chidimma.
Okay, her name is Fatima Yenusa, a student of Queen's College, Yaba, Lagos.
Yeah.
She became our Web Ranger ambassador in 2016 at the age of 14 years through her amazing and innovative project idea. Her online safety campaign reached over 4,000 students, including parents, during their 2017 Inter-House Sports. Miss Sunshine, like I always call her, she's a very determined person. She's focused, like she's a go-getter. Whatever she sets her mind onto, she always wants to execute it. And outside Web Ranger, she's always the kind of person who, whenever she goes on the internet, she's exploring for opportunities. Okay. She represented Nigeria in the US when the first Web Ranger Summit was held there. And after that, whenever she goes on the internet, she's just searching for other opportunities, and she stumbled into one that they sponsored, and she was the only Nigerian girl, Nigerian student that attended the Young African Scholar Program. And this program gathered students all across Africa, and she was the only one from Nigeria that attended it. And so many other opportunities. She scored herself 2 scholarships in South Africa. So there are so many opportunities on the internet. Outside being our Web Ranger, she's always the kind of a person that is always going on the internet looking for opportunities. Till date, even regardless of the fact that she ran for 2 years. Until date, she's still reaching out to her peers, still going to schools to spread online safety messages among her peers.
So
Okay,
so I just want to add to what she said. So we call them Web Ranger ambassadors. Fatima was our Web Ranger ambassador.
Yeah.
So basically, a Web Ranger ambassador is like an online superhero. So when we go to these schools to train these young people, we ask them, who is your superhero? My son, for example, will say Superman. And what does Superman do? He saves the world.
Yeah.
So the same way a Web Ranger ambassador, the online superhero, is supposed to save the internet, make sure that people are safe while using the internet, call out people, cyber bullies, I cannot even begin to talk about how beneficial the internet is. That's the reason why we do what we do. The internet is so beneficial. It has changed the way we operate in life as a whole. I mean, before, if you had to communicate to someone, you had to go write a letter, use a stamp, go and post it, and then I don't know, it could take weeks or days before it gets to them. But right now, with a click of a button, you're communicating with whoever you want to communicate around the world.
Yeah.
Talking of banking, before you had to go and have stand on long queues before you're able to deposit money to someone. Now, with a click of a button, you can send money to somebody. Like, it has changed the way we do things, and the fact about the matter is that the internet is here to stay. I always say that it is not going anywhere. So the earlier we jump on it, the better for us.
Earlier we wrap our minds around it and
get used to it. Like, it's here to stay. And it's transformed our lives. It has so many benefits. So we want, our message basically is, while these young people enjoy the benefits of the internet, we want them to be safe. We want them to be fully equipped with knowledge on what to do when they find themselves in dangerous situations. We have cyber bullies, we have hackers, we have predators, we have so many things, you know, people that pretend to be not who they are on the internet, you know. So that's what we basically do. We try to, you know, get these young ones, give them the knowledge, you know, to be able to handle these situations when they come across this.
Okay.
Across it. Thank you.
So I think you've even answered, you know, the question I was going to ask you about the Webrangers and telling us a little about them. Or do you want to
the
expand
new-
on that?
Yeah, so we have new Webrangers. This time around, it's not just one person. We
Okay.
have a group of 8 vibrant boys and girls from Deeper Life High School, Abuja. So, you know, like I said earlier, we put out a call for these proposals, and this year we got an overwhelming, and we're very happy about that. Like more than 200 proposals this year. Yeah, it was very great. We had to go through all the proposals, and finally sieved 5 main proposals, and then we had a panel that sat together and we decided who the winner was. These young people from Deeper Life High School had a very good strategy on what they intend to do when they become Webrangers.
Yeah.
Before they even put out their proposal, they had already set up a blog post, they had set up a website, you know, and social media handles. Like, those are the kind of things we're looking for. They already had a Webrangers club, you know, and that was what even endeared us to Fatima, because that's what she did in her school. You know, these clubs is a way of sustaining, you know, the message, making sure that the message stays there even when they are not in the school anymore.
Yeah.
For example, Fatima is graduating, but the club still stands, you know,
yeah.
so that kind of thing. So we have those 8 people from Deeper Life High School. They are very passionate about online safety. They've even been invited to, because of the work they've been putting out, they've invited to Britain's FM, you know, weekly on Saturdays.
Oh, nice.
to come and talk about you know, the stuff they do around.
So is it just strictly from the Deeper Life School?
Yeah,
Why don't you
so-
spread it across? Or
so-
you choose a specific school at a specific time?
So we choose one Web Ranger ambassador. That's what she just talked about.
Oh,
That's
yes,
Fatima.
Fatima.
Yes. So we have Web Rangers around, but we have ambassadors,
Ambassadors,
and those are the
okay.
online superheroes I talked about.
Yes.
So that is what these people are. We couldn't pick just one person from the group because it was a group work, and when we had you know, the panel with them, it was like their teachers were not even involved, and they had, all of them were, you know, so they
were
had their
something
different,
new
yeah,
to the-
they had different parts they played, you know, in it. So we couldn't bring ourselves to pick just one, so we picked the whole group. And like she said, last year the Webrangers Summit, 2 years ago, the Webrangers Summit was in the US, and this year is going to be in Kenya. So these lovely 8 young people are going to be in Kenya in September by God's grace. You know, they're going to meet other people, other Webrangers, other young people, other stakeholders, you know, and experience a different culture. You know, so it's something.
It's amazing, you know. I'm just getting so encouraged listening to you talk about that, and I think it's a great initiative that you just didn't pick one person, because, you know, when people feel involved, when they feel that look, they're part of this whole thing, you know, they keep on giving more, rather than just picking out
pick
one.
Like, we just couldn't do that.
Yeah, that's an amazing one though. So what should we expect from them as Web Rangers or Web Ambassadors, Chidimma?
So we believe that all they have mentioned in their proposal,
Yeah.
like most of them they have done, like the app, they have built an app that if you go there, you'll just be getting educational materials on online safety. They have their social media handles, and also their currently what they are doing, any school activities that they have, they use it as an avenue to spread out the messages. During their cultural day, they presented a drama and that tackled issues on cyberbullying. So it was to the entire students.
Wow.
During their PTA meeting, during Children's Day, they're always presenting something. They're also reaching out to other schools to train them about online safety.
All right, that's quite interesting too. Now, we know that you go around schools training young people on how to be safe online. Can you tell us how that is going, Mbanan?
So that's our major goal. We want every young person to be equipped, like I said earlier on, to be able to deal with issues when they come across them. So at the beginning of the year, we started with private schools. And for some reason, we picked out one public school, a primary public school.
Yes.
And I must say that when we were going there, I was a bit You know, I wasn't too excited because I'm like, we're going to teach them about online safety, and these people, they don't even have these devices just because it's a public school. And then when we got there, we found out that they actually have an IT lab, which has never been used. It's closed down. They have devices there that are outdated. And when we asked their IT staff, he said they didn't have enough manpower. You know, so those things were just there and they have never been used, wasting away. But funny enough, when we started the trainings, when we asked a question, hands
Yeah,
are up,
answer.
you know. So they
Giving correct
answered,
answers.
yes, giving correct answers, and I was like, wow. So why are we even trying to leave them, you know, out of it? You know, why do we keep going to these private schools? And so we went back to the office and had to re-strategize, and we went to UBEC, SEB, you know, tried to get them to give us, because you have to get permission, approval to be able to train these public schools. And so we did that. It was a lot, because you know how these government places are. We had to keep going there, you know, before we were able to get the approval. And then we started. We've done over 20-something schools. We finished yesterday,
Wow.
and it has been very great. Like the reception from the students have been great. Like they love, you know,
And even
how
on their own,
on.
creating the Webrangers Club.
Yes, exactly. So for next year, we are expecting loads and loads of applications for the Webranger ambassadors.
So it's getting, it's just getting
yes,
wider
it's
and wider
getting
and bigger,
wider.
bigger. Nice,
And
nice.
like she mentioned about Fatima, the 2-year ambassador. When we had Safer Internet Day, we flew her from Lagos, and
That was this
just
year.
just adding to how she said the girl is very passionate and vibrant about this online safety, which we're on a panel, and we had a representative of the Minister of Information there and the director of NFVCB, Nigerian Film and Video Censors Board there, and she just got up and told them that she would wish for them to inculcate the online safety courses in the Nigerian school curriculum. And we were like, but we jumped on it, and right now that is one of the things we're trying to do. We'll be reaching out to stakeholders to ensure that, because we cannot go to all the schools. We can't reach out to all the schools in Nigeria. So that is one way in which we ensure that every child, at least every child that goes to the public school, has knowledge, you know, about this online safety. That's what we're trying to do right now.
All right. Can you tell us who can be part of this training and how they can be part of it, Chidimma?
Okay, so anyone who is in primary school, anyone who is in secondary school, regardless of the fact that you are in private or public school. So the students and also parents and teachers, they can all be part of this training. And anyone who is interested should please send us a message via our email, which is dcdisiniger@gmail.com. And also we are very, very active on our social media. So our social media handles for Twitter and Instagram is at DC Nigeria, which is DISI Nigeria, DISI Nigeria, and at Safer Internet NG. For Facebook, our social media handle for Facebook is DC Nigeria and Safer Internet Nigeria. You can also visit our website www.saferinternet.org.ng, and you can call us on 090-322-19748. I'll repeat that, 090-3221-9748.
And sorry, I'd like to add that these trainings are absolutely free.
So don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. Call us. We'll
Call.
come. And don't say we don't do nice things for you.
Well,
And we work with the school calendar so
Yes.
that we don't disrupt their activity. So
Okay.
anytime that is convenient for them is the time that we work with.
Interesting. Digital inclusion and safer internet. DC is a core program of the PPDC that seeks to promote universal access to ICTs for sustained individual and economic development and for full participation in society in a way that preserves the safety and freedom of the internet. And I can aptly, capture this as catch them young. It's very important what the PPDC is doing at this young age. Primary school students are being trained on how to use the internet and also to use it for their own benefit. And of course, when you extend it to society, you know what that means.
I was just going to point out that anytime I'm on a Budeshi radio show and we're talking about Budeshi, we have like a million calls coming and
Yes.
complain and complain. But I bet you that a time will come when, if you don't know how to like handle any technological device, you're out. Like, this is very, very important. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, preach it out, sister. Because
Yeah,
you know, I
'cause-
get really worried
This is
that
digital
when we bring
era.
issues that are of very much importance to our existence, to our living in this 20. Are we in the 21st century? Or what? Okay,
First.
well, in this time that
Yeah.
we're in, you know, people hardly want to comment on
Mhm.
that.
It's too late.
Exactly, and then you
On-
see people running frantically. But this is
Exactly.
something that I expect that people show a lot of
Should
interest
jump on.
and to jump on.
Yes.
But well,
Because as a parent, like, I know that a lot of parents just, you know how kids are, just
give
take
away
the
the
device
device.
and go and just be there. Like, we have to
Supervise.
supervise our kids.
See, but let me tell you what I saw that haunted me for weeks on ending. Not too long ago, I saw the video of a young girl, 10 years old, committing suicide, and she videoed herself.
Yes.
That's to tell you that she was bullied. She came across a lot of trolls and all of that, and that was what just pushed her towards doing that. So how much of that are we ensuring, or how much of internet safety are we ensuring for our children? We just buy them iPads and give to them,
iPads
and we
and
go about doing
yeah.
our work so that they'll keep themselves busy and then they will not disturb us.
Yes.
But these are things that parents need to show interest. Teachers, educationists, whoever you are, you need to show interest in this because it is very, very vital to our existence in this age and time.
So we have a group of 4 boys and 4 girls from Deeper Life High School that we have named our Webranger ambassadors for this year. So we, like I said earlier, we put out a call for these applications, and then theirs stood out. Like it met our criteria 100%, and so we chose them. Like I said earlier, we couldn't choose just one person. We had to choose the whole group because they are that good. I would like to commend Deeper Life High School. I think that they're a very tech savvy school. They don't joke about that. They have a very well equipped IT lab. They have very good teachers that support them as well. And I know that that's the reason why they were able to come up with, you know, such good stuff. So it's a good school. I like it. And these kids are going to be able, they are supposed to, they are challenged to, you know, make their social media platforms a venue for where they are able to, you know, talk about online safety to their peers, people around them, in their communities, at home, with their parents as well. That is what the whole Webrangers ambassador is about. It's not too, it's too late for this year, but the year is already rounding up for the parent that just called. But you can encourage your kids to start getting ready their proposals, and early next year we're going to put out another call, and you know, they might just be.
Okay.
And also that they are Webrangers ambassador doesn't mean that there are no Webrangers. So what they do is that they recruit other students to be part of their group. So they call those ones Webrangers. Because at the end of the day, they are all together. They are putting hands together to promote the safe and responsible use of the internet.
Yeah.
So if your kid is interested, they should just go and ask about the club,
and
be part of
be
it.
part of it.
Okay. And for those who don't have the Webrangers club but they're interested,
They can reach out to
They,
us.
they can reach us.
okay.
Yes.
And that's why those numbers were given. Please call in. Like I said, if you're an educationist, a parent, a teacher, if you're interested, call them. It's free of charge. They don't ask for a dime. This thing is important, but also it comes free of charge. So
And
how
we even give you snacks. We give you
Interesting.
freebies.
Souvenirs.
Item 7, all free lunch. Anyways, well, thank you so much, guys, for what you're doing, and we continue to encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing, and don't let the momentum slow down anyway. Okay, so what would be your final words before you go?
Okay, for me is the internet is here to stay. The same way that we teach these children about road safety is the same way that we should know the road is here to stay. That's why we teach them about road safety. So the internet is here to stay. So let's also teach them about online safety.
Okay.
Yes, I agree. I agree that the way we teach our children to behave offline is the same way we teach them to behave responsibly online. You know, don't go the same way you cannot meet somebody on the road and tell the person you're ugly. It's the same way you shouldn't go online and tell the person
Exactly.
you're ugly, because online is even worse because it's faceless.
Yes.
You know, so at least if it's in person
And you know, the
you're
same
big enough,
feeling
you
it
can.
evokes when someone tells you physically, the same way.
It's the same
not
way
even
you feel,
worse.
yes.
You feel
Yeah.
when they say
like
that
I
to
feel
you.
for all the celebrities, they
Trolls.
get trolled every single day.
Yes.
You know, it's not something we should take lightly. You know, just because we're hearing suicide outside the country doesn't mean it cannot happen here.
It's happening
Yeah,
every day.
okay, so
It
that's
is.
what causes it. So we should spread love always and, you know, act responsibly as we use the online platform.
A great initiative there by the Public-Private Development Center, PPDC, the Webrangers initiative, raising online heroes. Wouldn't you be a part of that fantastic initiative? Thank you guys once again for what you're doing, and thank you Mbanan and Chidimma for making it today and talking to us about what you guys are doing.